What's up, y'all? Today is a special episode. Today, we're going to talk about my picks for the All-Star reserves for the 2019 All-Star game. Now, you saw starting five last Thursday. East, you got Kyrie, Kemba, Kawhi, Greek Freak, and Embiid. In the West, you got Steph, James, LeBron, Paul George, and Kevin Durant. And I want to start with the East, because East it wasn't easy, but here are my picks. So check them out. But before we check them out, you know the rules is it's 2 backcourts, 3 front courts, and 2 wild cards. Those are the rules for also to pick who the reserves are. So let's start with the backcourt right now. In the backcourt, Ben Simmons and Bradley Beal. Yeah, those were the obvious choices because Ben Simmons, of course, he's a triple-double waiting to happen. He's averaging almost triple. He's averaging 16 points, 9.5 rebounds, and 8.2 assists. And Philly is probably, I think they're the third best team in the Eastern Conference, fourth best right now. So give it to Ben Simmons. It'll be his first time making it. So yeah. And Bradley Beal, my guy from the Wizards, averaging 24, 5 and 5. Even though we have a losing record, but he is balling. And isn't he averaging like 28, 29 points a game the month of January? So please give him the All-Star nod, because if he doesn't make it because of our record, it's going to be a rant coming up. So those my backcourt. Now to the front court. In the front court, Blake Griffin, Nikola Vucevic, and Chris Middleton. Blake Griffin, yeah, he's averaging 26 and 8. That's not All-Star numbers. To me, it is. And I think they're like 21, 27 in the Eastern Conference. He's playing well without Andre Drummond. So I think he hasn't been All-Star since 2015, 16, whatever years. So it's been a long time since he's been All-Star. And Vucevic, he should have been an All-Star a long time ago. Dude averaging 20 and 12. Like, he's been a double machine since he came to the Magic. Remember that one game he had like 30 and 20 against LeBron in Miami Heat a couple years ago? And I remember one time he was on my list like 3-4 years ago when he averaged like 19 and 12 on a losing team. They are losing. I think they're 20 and 28 on the season. So give him the first time All-Star nod. And I needed another buck. I give the award to Middleton because where would the Bucks be without Middleton? Because when Giannis is out, he steps up. Him and Bledsoe. It was him and Bledsoe, but I gave it to Middleton. Even though he is averaging 17 points a game. But give it to Middleton. Even though he's a guard, to me, he's a guard and a forward. Because he's a forward, though, in my book. Because you got Bledsoe, Brogdon, and Middleton. So, basically, he's a forward. And here are my 2 wild cards. One of them is a surprise. My wild cards, D'Angelo Russell and Pascal Siakam. Yes, D'Angelo Russell deserved me the All-Star team. I'm like, what a way to get out of L.A. All that drama in L.A. Look, he's doing Brooklyn. He's killing Brooklyn. And that team, out of nowhere, just surprised me. No one expected, myself included, to be the 6th best team in the Eastern Conference. And Russell, he averaging 19 and 6 assists, but still, they're in the playoff chase. So giving the All-Star nah. And I chose Siakam because this kid is the runaway player for most improved player. He's averaging 15 and 7. He is their second best scorer on the team over Kyle Lowry. And I gave it to Kyle Lowry because if Siakam didn't improve at this, where we're trying to be without Siakam's improvement. And speaking of Lowry, he averaged 14 and 9. That's not All-Star numbers in my book. You just got he's lucky on a team that he's winning. If he was average, he would not made his team. But he could make a team, but in my book, nah. And the other suggestion for All-Star, Jimmy Butler. I don't think he should make it because he's been on 2 teams with drama, playing in Philly, playing in Minnesota, even though he is the go-to guy in Philadelphia during Lakers situations, everything. So we'll find out Thursday. We're going to take a short break. It'll be time for the West. So keep it live.
You were fooled. When I scored from anywhere, when I silenced the crowd, you were fooled because you believed that was about me. While I believe it takes 5. But you're not a fool, are you?
Welcome back. You saw the East. I had Simmons, Beal, Blake Griffin, Nikola Vucevic, Chris Middleton, Pascal Siakam, and D'Angelo Russell. And now it's time for the West. It was a little harder than the East, but check it out. In the backcourt, Russell Westbrook and Klay Thompson. Oh yeah, that was no question. Russ and Klay, Russ Westbrook, triple-double machine. And for Klay, he almost not made my list, but since then, he's been on fire. Like, come on now. You can't leave a guy who made 14 threes in the game. And one stretch had 44 points through 3 quarters, made 10 for 10. I think not 10 for, but he made the first 10 threes in the game. So I I gotta get him in. So that's my backcourt. Here's the front court. In the front court, Nikola Jokic, Karl-Anthony Towns, and Anthony Davis. Yes, Jokic deserves to make the team. And to me, he should be starting, in my opinion. He's averaging close to triple-double as a big man. And their team is second best in the Western Conference. Who would have thought that? Like, come on now. Denver, in my other show, I had them going 6. But being second best in the West, I'm like, wow. And Karl-Anthony Towns, he almost didn't make my list, but I had to put him in. He's been balling the last 5 games. He's averaging 27, 11, 5, and 2 blocks over the last 5 games. Plus, he's been balling since they hired a new coach. His name Ryan Saunders, something like that. So yeah, I think so. That's it. And Davis, I want to talk about Davis, about him being traded for another time, but he has to be in. He's averaging 29-13, second best scorer in the league, one of the top rebounds in the league. But we're gonna talk about the trade rumors in a later show. So those are my front court. And now for the wild cards. You're not gonna believe this. My wild cards: Damian Lillard and Tobias Harris. Yeah, I had to put Damian Lillard because the team's 4th in the West, and he has 10 points in the game. For the past years, he's not on my list. I knew he was snub. But last year, he did make it, but he deserves it this year. If he doesn't make it again, then I don't know what's happening. Because every year he was snub. He's one of the top scorers in the league. Top scorer is my book, but if he doesn't make it. That was a good ass show. Too bad. And I needed to put Tobias Harris in there because who would the Clippers beating the playoff chase right now? They're in the 8th seed right now. Dude's averaging 21 a game. That's his career high. And he's averaging almost 8 rebounds. So I needed the Clippers because they are one of the 5 teams in the league. And here are my alternates. Luka from Dallas. By the way, he was the first teenager to get a 30-point triple-double. And I wouldn't mind if he gets in. And you got Don Mitchell from Utah, who is 6th in the West right now. He was playing Utah from last year. They're in 1 point, they're like 28, and they got high, like real high. Almost like 5 more times during the season. So that's the plan right now. other one, I don't think there's any more I can think of. Oh yeah, either Aldridge or DeRozan, a Spur, but they're still, I think they're seventh in the Western Conference right now. So we'll find out Thursday who make the team. And by the way, prayers to the Oladipo. Like sucks to see him go out like that. Her quad broken. I'm like, as soon as I saw her replay, I'm like, oh yeah, finished. But hopefully make a speedy recovery, brother. So that's it. Thank y'all for watching. Show coming up tomorrow with the Cavaliers tomorrow night. Thank you. If you want to follow me at Camingo, my Twitter, backup Twitter is at Wiz_Nation. Instagram is Nation_Wiz. So make sure you follow that too. Thank you. Good night. DC family. We out.